Put this one in like, faster speed or whatever as well.
Okay.
The
Allegedly, Shaq 6.
Super started. Goku is felt like a
by
shell
the
of
way.
his former self in every way. I've narrowed this down to 4 main points, and I plan on giving comparisons to explain why these are either contradictory to Goku's character or don't make sense as a logical continuation of it. 1 is Goku seemingly lost touch of what being a fighter means. 2 is Goku's tenacity in letting villains live. 3 is Goku's sudden development of an ego, leaving him off guard. And lastly is Goku being very carefree or childish in response to danger and threats to him, his family, or his friends. Before we get started, I'd like to ask if you could leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, as I greatly appreciate it. I'd like to say, before diving straight into and elaborating on my first point, that there are glimpses of Goku's old and mature character coming out, but as I'll touch on in this video, those examples just feel jarring and at odds with the rest of how Goku's character is written in Super, because he may give off that old Goku energy, but it's like the words he's saying or his actions don't truly reflect what Goku would do in the same situation. The first thing that comes to mind as an example would be Goku in the Moro arc after obtaining Ultra Instinct. Goku does put the beat down on Moro, but Goku's giving him a senzu bean is utterly out of character. Moro lost to Goku fair and square. Goku fought and beat him. There is no reason for Moro to get a senzu bean from Goku. It just
I agree.
Like
this shit sucks.
Goku gets Moro to surrender.
I wish I would have elaborated on this more, because this is some of the things people want my dick about.
Where Z Goku would never make the same decision. I suppose I should clarify, I'm talking about Goku from the last point we saw him prior to the time skip, the 10-year time skip that Dragon Ball Super takes place in. This is the most fair because Super picks up right after that point. Now that that's been made clear, let's take a look at a page from the arc where people think Goku was the most stupid, that being the Cell arc, and look at how he talks to Gohan. He's telling Gohan to not let Cell get desperate and to hurry and finish him off.
Wait, what was that? Wake up,
what was that?
Bro, what y'all on, bro? Keep the video going, bro.
No. What is this?
Bro, keep the video going, bro.
What the fuck
Thought we were gonna
this?
let that shit slide, bro. What is this? Oh,
bro, this is some creepy pasta shit.
He trying to make people think they got viruses, bro.
Yeah.
To not let Cell get desperate and to hurry and finish him off. This is something that Whis has to echo to Goku later on, as he doesn't finish Moro off, but lets him get desperate and merges with the planet. I'll talk about how this mercy is inconsistent with Goku's character, obviously, throughout the video.
Bro, you ever trained before?
Let's talk about the first point I mentioned, which is that Goku has seemingly lost touch with what being a fighter means. To prove this point as quickly as possible and then elaborate afterwards, I'm going to show you 2 different scans. Raditz is saying how there could be even more of Goku and Piccolo put up against him, and they'd still be no match for him since he's just that much stronger. Goku's immediate response is, if you think power is everything, then you are no fighter. I'll say it one more time. Goku's immediate response is, if you think power is everything, you are no fighter. Fast forward to the tournament of power, and Master Roshi is telling Goku that he's still only half-baked, and asks Goku what strength means to him. And Goku responds that even his Super Saiyan blue form can't keep up with Jiren, so he guesses he needs some kind of greater power. Master Roshi tells Goku until he learns not to get all caught up in the enemy's power, he'll still be as green as the day they met. But like I mentioned earlier, this is something Goku already knows. Even up to the Cell arc, Goku is still being called the
Dragon Ball
greatest
Super does this shit a lot, where it like Goku relearns lessons that he already knew. Like, they do this with like God and Blue, where like, oh, he'll tap into Blue for just a second to use his full power. And it's like, but no, Goku was already doing that in like the Namek saga, right?
Yeah.
Like when he fought the Ginyu Force. This is not new at all.
The anime, this seems to be a manga-only plotline for Goku here, since in his fight against Kefla, Goku seems to be winning the fight against her despite Whis and Champa's implications that she's actually stronger than him. Whis says that only a true martial artist could do what Goku is doing here in this fight. I have 2 more points to bring up in this section, but I'm going to elaborate on them much further in the 3rd section of this video because I think they fit better there, but this all ties together anyway, and makes things kind of a mess. Goku in Resurrection F lets Frieza get desperate, and due to it, he's caught off guard and put down by a common ray gun. Also, Goku letting his guard down in Super is a completely new thing that didn't happen in Z, and he was always alert and even lectured some of his opponents for not being on guard when they should, like Raccoon and Jace. To mention as well, this just simply didn't happen. There's no need in Super for Goku to regress as a fighter in order for the plot to progress. The anime is literal proof for that. This plotline is nowhere to be seen there, yet Goku still progresses as a fighter and uses Ultra Instinct like this scene eventually leads up to. Another weird part that's a huge character regress for Goku is how he's now willing to let villains leave to live another day. This is no more apparent than it is with Frieza, because Frieza is the one who taught Goku this lesson the first time. Goku went way too easy on Frieza, and in return for his kindness, Frieza repaid Goku with another attempt to take his life. Goku blasts Frieza in response, but he feels genuinely sad about the fact that Frieza wouldn't change. Even though Goku blasted Frieza away though, he didn't put his all into the blast, and that would come back to potentially endanger the lives of his friends had it not been for his acquiring of instant transmission and or Trunks' interference. Goku does claim that he was too soft on Frieza, but I'm pretty sure this is in reference to him not blasting him at full power. I have no doubt that Goku shot Frieza with the full intent to end his life and simply didn't put all the power behind it that he could, and even if he didn't, he says that this time he was going to clobber Frieza for good this time. There is also literally
what the fuck?
So it's probable that
Why, bro? Why are you stopping the video?
Wake up,
I'm not seeing that. I'm not seeing that. People bring it up. I'm not seeing it.
Gaslighting.
And when Buu shows up, Goku is never concerned about putting them down permanently. His new goal is to figure out who is going to be the one that actually does that. First it was Gohan with Cell, and then it was Goten and Trunks with Majin Buu. Goku even asked Supreme Kai why he would leave Majin Buu's ball on Earth if he knew it had the potential to do all the things that Supreme Kai was claiming, showing that he probably wouldn't have done the same thing when being put in that position. Before anyone tries to bring up how that's contradictory to Goku not ending Fat Buu when he had the chance, I just want to say that it's not. Goku didn't end Buu because he wanted to leave way for the next generation to do it, and it wasn't his place in the world to do so, because he shouldn't even exist in that world anymore. He just got the one-day free pass to come back. Someone has to protect Earth while Goku is gone, and he does not intend on coming back again after this day. It is in every way the Supreme Kai's job to protect the universe, so if Goku was in the Supreme Kai's position or he was alive, he would have ended Fat Buu in that moment. So why is Goku telling Frieza in Resurrection F that he wouldn't think less of him if he just
Stop
went on
it,
like,
bro.
okay. How is this not just blatant character
Man.
regression on top of being stupid? Frieza just showed Goku that with 4 months of training, he can completely
What
eclipse all the
is
training
this
Goku
a
did from
wake
the last
up,
time you
wake
saw
up,
him
wake
all the
up,
way up to
wake
acquiring
up?
Super Saiyan Blue.
This is
Goku's
actually
like,
why
hey,
they were
just come
mad
back
on
when you're
Twitter.
stronger.
This
You'll
right
be
here.
cool. I won't think less of
This
you.
is the
Yeah.
real
That's just
reason.
stupid. Then there's also that stuff I talked about earlier in the video with Moro. Now, to touch on my third point, when did Goku get an ego? Whis points out that Goku is too relaxed when fighting, and that's obviously a bad thing. But then he says Goku has an issue with overconfidence and that he often lets his guard down due to him being overconfident. But like, when did this happen? The trait of overconfidence has always been ascribed to Vegeta. The only time we see Goku
I
even
agree.
have sort of an ego isn't even during a fight. It's after he leaves the room of spirit and time and he makes that remark to Vegeta about how he's now way stronger than him. Goku
The
doesn't even
room
know
of
himself,
spirited
himself,
time,
he's
not the
thinking he's
hyperbolic
quiet, he's
time chamber,
for a second.
bro.
What about this implies
Yeah.
overconfidence
so
in his
cold.
abilities? The answer is nothing.
Room of Spirit
Goku
and
literally
Time is the
lectures
correct
Gohan on
name.
almost this exact
That's
same
like
thing.
Frieza
His
with
cell is
two
floating in
E's.
the air and unable to move. He tells Gohan to go ahead and finish the job while Gohan is sitting there being overconfident. Also, this letting your guard down due to overconfidence is exactly what Goku lectures the Ginyu Force on. He elbows Raccoon and says that he was just so wide open he couldn't help himself. Then he punches Jason in the face and says that these guys just keep letting their guard down. He's not overconfident here because he's much stronger than these guys and letting his guard down. He's the experienced fighter and is rightfully beating on these guys who keep letting their guard down. I'll also mention this once again since the first time I brought this up it was from the Cell arc. Goku is still being called the greatest martial artist on Earth even way back here in the Frieza saga. This is in a universe where Master Roshi exists, who says the difference in skill between him and a 30th level black belt in Kenpo is simply too big and that the guy should just quit the match. It's completely ridiculous and inconsistent with Goku's character. Goku also, due to this newfound ability to let his guard down, lets Frieza get desperate and is shot off guard by a common ray gun for a weakling. I'm going to keep bringing that up, by the way. I don't know how they even expect to pass this off as believable. Goku learns from Mr. Popo not to only look with his eyes, and Goku does learn this because he uses it on Tien in the very next tournament. He tells Tien that he only relies on his eyes, so when he's blinded, he can't do anything. Then he says the exact move that the Tien behind him that he can't see is making, proving that he actually
Bro,
learns
this
skill.
wake
So
up,
on all
wake
accounts,
up,
Goku
wake
should have
up
known that
shit.
Sword Baby was going to shoot this ray at him. The last thing I want to talk about is Goku being carefree and or childish in response to danger or threats that could put his family in jeopardy. There's a very popular example of this, and it's not canon, but something redrawn. It's Goku's entrance to fighting Frieza on the Namek saga, side by
Oh,
side with
this
the original,
image.
and it sort of puts in
Yeah,
perspective
I like
how
this
Goku's
image a
different
lot.
from his
Yeah,
Super Saiyan
yeah.
counterpart. Of course, the one on the left is the one that's originally from Z, but the redraw is the one on the right. I think it's a good representation of how carefree and stupid Goku acts in Super when this was just not really present in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Goku has always been excited to fight. It's part of his Saiyan nature, but even within that, he can be scared and or understand that it's time to put someone down rather than play around and have a fight with them. For example, why is Goku fighting Goku Black in Super Saiyan 2? This level of holding back on an opponent is extremely jarring because it essentially means that Goku, if he wanted to, could put this guy down with one shot. This guy who has been terrorizing Trunks' future. To make myself more clear and to point out exactly why I miss the old Goku, I want to talk about Goku's learning from his experience with Frieza one more time, but I want to expand on it a little bit more. Goku really started sparing people around Piccolo Jr. That's the first time he gave an opponent a Senzu Bean. It's fitting here because Goku has well demonstrated that he is stronger than Piccolo and he isn't ready to lose his nemesis just yet. But beyond that, Piccolo is the other half to Kami, so Goku can't end his life because that would mean Kami would pass away as well. After this, Goku continues with this trend of trying to save people. He even does the same thing with his brother Raditz. While Goku has Raditz on the floor, Raditz begs for his life and says he'll leave the planet and never come back if Goku spares him. Goku accepts the Saiyan's lies and spares his brother, who immediately turns on him. Call it stupidity or naivety, but Goku makes the wrong call in letting Raditz go. The great part about his character is how much he cares about his family and the Earth, to the point where
This
he is willing to
shit,
be held
bro.
accountable and sacrifice his life to stop Raditz this time, who is only still alive because of the bad move he made a few minutes ago. When Nappa comes, Goku cripples him to stop him from attacking his friend and son, but is still willing to show him mercy and not ending his life. Goku saves someone, and Vegeta immediately disposes of the same person and for the same reason. Goku thinks this guy is unable to fight anymore, so there's no point in ending his life, while Vegeta thinks this guy can't fight anymore, so there's no point in a Saiyan living that can't fight. Goku saves Vegeta for the purpose of fighting him again, but where maturity comes in is having Goku admit that this is a selfish decision and the wrong one to make in this given situation. He's learned from Raditz. On Namek, Goku goes out of his way to not land killing blows on the Ginyu Force, and is even willing to let them all leave, and this sentiment is extended to Frieza. But it goes no further. Goku learned from Frieza that not everyone can be saved, where the Ginyu Force didn't have a chance or a choice due to Vegeta taking it from them. Frieza did, and still turned on Goku and tried to end his life, which left Goku with no choice. The most blatant evidence for Goku learning this lesson is, like I said earlier, the fact that he claims he's going to clobber Frieza for good when he fought him on Earth again. Goku doesn't let Cell escape or get away. Anytime he confronts Cell, he just can't beat him. But he wants Gohan to beat him. He even tries to get Gohan to hurry up and end Cell, but Gohan just doesn't listen. I've already gone over the Majin Buu stuff earlier, so
Bro,
I won't repeat
Six
myself
is
here.
cooking
I think
this
that's more
whole
than
video.
justify Goku not ending Fat Buu when he
Yeah,
has
this
a
is
chance.
good.
I don't like the trend of Elijah checking characters where people go,
Fooey
"Oh,
cow,
why do
we
you
are
do the
in
most
your
possible
walls,
situation?"
Swag.
I think that's kind
No,
of
you're
stupid.
not.
I'm very much of the opinion that character flaws are needed to make any character feel relatable.
I don't
because
have
every human is
walls.
inherently flawed. I am, however,
I live
a fan of Elijah
outside.
checking the character and making sure that they stay consistent, and for the life of me, I cannot see a world where Goku
I
fighting Goku
created
like
an
Super Saiyan 2
outlet in the
after knowing he
ground
has been
to
ripping
plug
Trunks'
all my
future
shit
apart
in.
as a consistent character choice for Goku from Z. Not Kid Buu, not Cell, not Frieza for the second time. Has Goku been willing to be so carefree in front of a threat like this? I want everyone to keep in mind here, yes, Goku is beating this guy or tying with this guy in Super Saiyan 2, but that is super crazy because Goku at this point is far beyond his Super Saiyan God form from Battle of Gods, in his Super Saiyan 2 state even. This guy is far, far, far stronger than Kid Buu, Cell, or Frieza. This is an entirely different class of threat. Goku was going to let Frieza go in Resurrection F, he took it easy on Goku Black, and was so carefree, forgetful, and stupid that he forgot the seal to keep Immortal Zamasu locked away. I'll give Moro a pass since Goku did want him imprisoned with no way to use any sort of his powers, and he at least seemed to want to put down gas when it came to it. I'm a little bit split on the last one, and it's Goku promising to bring Frieza back after the Tournament of Power was over. For the most part, it did seem like Goku did intend to keep his promise and bring Frieza back to life, but when the tournament was actually won, Frieza claims to know Goku was never going to bring him back in the first place, and the one who actually does it is Whis, and he says it's a gift from Beerus. If Goku was stupid enough to bring Frieza back to life, then that's just another point in my favor, but tricking Frieza to get him to fight for them is a much better move if those were his true intentions. The manga doesn't get the same courtesy though, because Goku tells Frieza that he just has to go gather the Dragon Balls real quick when Frieza asks him to keep up his promise after the tournament. The anime also confuses me though, because sure, maybe Goku was going to trick Frieza, but then after that when Vegeta is lecturing him about it, Goku starts defending Frieza, and when Vegeta proposes that Frieza could just get stronger and come beat them up, Goku asks if he really thinks Frieza would do that. Like, what? Of course Frieza would do that. Why is he even asking this? This is honestly one of the more tame things that Frieza could do, if anything. What if he just ran over to Earth and blew it up? We've already seen that if the Saiyans are caught off guard, even right in front of them, Frieza can blow up the planet. Sure enough, Vegeta was right, by the way. Here is Frieza after he trained for 10 years, knocking Vegeta and Goku out at full power. I'm just confused as to what Toei and Totaro are doing when it comes to Goku's character. I just want to know who they are basing this guy off of, because it just simply cannot be Goku from Dragon Ball Z. It's no surprise to me that every time Toriyama takes the reins for the arc and writes it, it's more than likely going to be a hit. With the exception of Resurrection F, Battle of Gods, Broly, and Superhero were all the best parts of Super, and they all have one thing in common, that's the guy writing them.
Yep. All right. I am gonna go to bed because I'm tired. But y'all have a good night. Thanks for having me on, bro. And it was good talking to you again, TG.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. Shit, with the, I should say that, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're cool. You're cool.
Wait, there's no. Hold on. Vic Von Doom, $5, said he got pulled over by a cop who saw swag video on the dude's phone and said he watched me. That's crazy.
Cold.
That's actually unreal. Yeah.
You better have gotten out of a ticket. Not gonna lie. That's gotta be a body moment.
Bro. For real, bro. But all right, yeah. Y'all have a good night. Take care.
Yep. I'm just gonna end this stream. Appreciate everyone for coming out, and goodbye. Wait, should I end the stream?